Do you realize there was a recent regulatory update within Social Security that allows them to unleash DHS, Department of Homeland Security, which oversees Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, otherwise known as ICE, which I think we're all very familiar with as of recently, to conduct surveillance on Social Security beneficiaries? You can't make this stuff up. Yes, this is real, and I also have this article right here, which I'm going to pop up on the screen in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they're talking about right here. I'll explain all the details, what you need to know, who needs to be aware of this, and what would trigger them to actually unleash these people on Social Security beneficiaries to surveil you. Yeah, exactly. We want to be very aware of this, and as you can imagine, as you may be thinking right now as well, a little freaked out? Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that are probably feeling the exact same way about this. But let me reassure you in this video what is going on, who needs to be very aware of this, because is it everybody? No, it's definitely not everybody at all. But rather, it is definitely a few million people that need to be aware of this because they're watching, and whether we like it or not, they're going to continue to watch, and they're going to continue to surveillance us, okay? So I want you to be very aware of this. All right, so anyway, let's pop this article up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details on this. Okay, so here's what happened. Around the beginning of the year, they implemented this new regulatory update within Social Security. Again, unleashing DHS to basically use ICE, which is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, to surveillance Social Security beneficiaries. Now, this would basically just be the enforcement of foreign travel, okay? So evidence of foreign travel. Now, here's the situation. A lot of people out there may not be doing a whole lot of travel, especially abroad, right? However, there may be some people doing some traveling abroad. But here's the situation. When it comes down to some of these benefits, now that's why I said earlier, it's not every single beneficiary. Most notably SSI beneficiaries. Okay, so if you're an SSI beneficiary, you probably want to pay attention very, very closely to this, especially if you have any plans on being outside of the country for any given amount of time. And again, I know it's probably not a ton of people, but you just never know. Okay, and again, it's not specifically just SSI, but primarily SSI beneficiaries. Here's the deal. You primarily can't be out of the country for more than 30 days and still get your benefits. If you are out of the country for more than 30 days, you're probably not going to get your benefits, right? Now, obviously, there are some allowances there. And again, yes, you can live abroad as like a Social Security retirement beneficiary and still get your benefits. But again, this is basically just those benefits like SSI specifically, that these are only payable within the United States. United States and U.S. territories is where SSI benefits are payable. Okay, so that's my point on this, is that you're supposed to self-report. Any travel outside of the United States is supposed to be self-reported. Well, do you think everybody's doing that? Probably not, right? Exactly. That's why they're unleashing DHS and ICE to basically track people to see, hey, Bob went out of the country for 67 days and he is on SSI. Well, sorry, Bob, you're not getting your SSI anymore, right? That's what this is all about, because they're trying to track people because it's supposed to be self-reported, and there's probably a lot of individuals out there that may not be tracking, or maybe probably don't even know in the first place that they're supposed to be self-reporting their absence from the United States. Well, they're using all this information to basically track individuals and say, hey, were you in the country the whole time? Are you due your benefit, or were you outside of the United States and you're going to forfeit your benefit as a result? Okay, so that's why this is very important to pay attention to. So anyway, that's exactly what they're doing here is just looking at, well, okay, they're indicating anyway that this would just be used to, watch people if they're going in and out of the country. Okay, but is that really all it's going to be used for? Let's just be real for a second, right? Is that really all it's going to be used for? It's just going to sit there idle, and it's not going to be triggered. It's not going to be brought to the alert of anybody unless somebody leaves the country or enters the country. At that point, maybe a little flag is put on their account or something, and they're like, hey, let's keep an eye on this person or something. Do you think that's all it's really going to be? I don't know. Again, I don't want to sit here and speculate. I don't want to sit here and assume at all, but part of me thinks I don't really know about that, right? I don't really know if it's just going to be, yeah, we're just going to watch you if you leave and enter the country or something like that. And just to make sure that you're still within the confines of the rules within these programs to make sure that you can still be eligible for your benefit. I don't know. It just seems like a little bit more watching than most people would probably prefer. It just seems that way, right? Anyway, that's what that comes down to. So if you don't have any plans on traveling abroad, as in outside of the United States, anytime soon, probably not a whole lot to worry about this. But if you do happen to be a beneficiary and you do plan on traveling outside of the United States for any length of time, just make sure that you're tracking all this information, okay? 'Cause again, you're supposed to be self-reporting this. And again, they don't trust us. Let's just say it how it is, right? They don't trust us, which is why they're doing this. In fact, I had another video recently as well where they were doing some other things as well, basically tracking. And I was like, they don't trust us. That's why they're doing this. They don't trust us at all, which is why they're basically just watching and eyes in the sky, right? We all know what that's all about. So anyway. Just wanted to bring this to your attention really quickly. I wouldn't say that this is some big thing like, oh, we all need to freak out and get all scared and worry about this whole thing. But at the end of the day, is it something that we maybe want to keep in the back of our mind like, hey, this is this new regulatory update on the self-reporting of foreign travel? And does this lead to, further surveillance on Social Security beneficiaries? I'm going to be fair, probably wouldn't be shocked whatsoever. Now, this is also in conjunction, it also shows there at the bottom of that article that I shared, but it also shows that as well that we're getting more information now that, remember DOGE, good old DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, which we talked about a lot in 2025. We all know this story, right? You probably heard about this by now, but somebody within DOGE was basically allowing access to Social Security beneficiaries to basically look into like voting and things like that, right? Now, I haven't talked about that a whole lot in other videos, but it's, something else that's a little fishy within Social Security. So this whole time in 2025, obviously here we are in early 2026, but throughout 2025, they're like, no, we didn't access Social Security, sensitive data. We didn't take it out of Social Security database, and we didn't put it on the cloud or these other databases or wherever it's not supposed to be. Sure enough, they did. And here it is, right? We just recently learned that just within the last handful of days or so. So that's very interesting as well. Either way, I'm not making this video to scare anybody, but rather just want you to be very aware that, yep, Big Brother's watching. We all know that. Okay, that's no shock. We're all very, very aware. Big Brother, eyes in the sky, watching. And just one more little way that they're going to continue to watch every last move, especially those individuals on SSI. Please be very, very aware of this. And again, if you're planning on doing any foreign travel, you may want to reach out to Social Security. Just make sure that you're in compliance because you don't want to come home or be abroad, even worse, and realize that you've lost your benefit. You don't want to go down that road. That'd be a very, very sad situation for a lot of people. And again, if you have plans on traveling outside of the United States or outside of the United States territories at any given point, and if you happen to be one of these beneficiaries, you may want to reach out to Social Security. If you don't have any plans on traveling, I would say you're probably fine. You probably don't need to really worry about it all that much. But I'm just saying, if you do, just be very aware. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching, right? Anyway, nuts, right? So anyway, I'm going to continue to keep you posted with any further details that come across here. I hope this helps you out. Drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. As I get more information on anything coming out right now, I will certainly keep you posted. It is certainly a very interesting time. A lot of what we're seeing right now is unlike anything we've ever seen before, implemented across Social Security and Medicare and all these benefits that I talk about here on the channel. There's been a lot of very interesting developments in the last, 2025, 2026. We're not even that far in. As I film this video, we're literally a handful of weeks into the year as I'm filming this video right now. It's nuts. It's very, very nuts so far. And if you think this is nuts so far, just give it a little more time. This year is going to be absolutely chaos. Absolute chaos. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong again. Absolute chaos. There we go. Third time's a charm, right? That's what they say. Anyway, this is going to be absolute chaos. Stay tuned. I'll certainly keep you posted with everything going on. I hope this helps you. Please subscribe if you're new here. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button down below. Otherwise, enjoy your day. I hope this helps you. Take care. And, wow. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. I know it's very nasty across the entire country right now. And I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now.